Hello everybody, welcome to HopTopics. This is Matthew.
I'm Cameron, and this is my battle axe.
Our video today is brought to you by Battle Axes. And this is where we talk about movies.
Beer!
HopTopics,
by the way. That's.
I did say that.
Did you?
Yes.
I already didn't hear you.
You just wanted to get more beer?
Yeah, I wanted to show off the battle axe.
Yes.
Because, we have a battle axe.
You should always have a battle axe at home.
Always.
Yes, we're talking about today, our video is about birds of prey.
Birds of prey.
Birds of prey.
Yeah. And we're drinking today Flying Dog's Raging Bitch Belgian Style IPA.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I spilled a little btle bit. Well, I didn't spill any, it overflowed.
It filled up too fast on him.
Yeah. Foamed.
Oh, that is nice. That's a tasty beverage. Okay, so,
It's like dripping all over my feet.
Okay. What were your thoughts going into this movie, man?
Dude, I didn't have, super high expectations, because, it is coming off of, Suicide
Squad. Justice
League, and Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, they were all really not good movies.
Yeah, but I feel like after Justice League and Suicide Squad, that they've been really kind of, tightening down and focusing more on their storylines and having better character development. And so I had some expectations, but they weren't super high.
Yeah. Yeah, leading into this, I was not expecting this to be a great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really, really low.
Yeah, definitely. But that being said, what did you actually think?
I thought it was really good. It's definitely worth a watch. It is definitely worth going to see in the theaters. Yeah, I would definitely see it. I'd see it again, too. It is really, actually really.
Yeah.
This is what Suicide Squad should have been.
Absolutely. A manageable villain, for non-superpowered, people to fight. Mm-hmm. Suicide Squad was just such a mess. And this one was actually, had a purpose. It, kind of set things up properly and executed it properly.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it definitely felt like a more coherent story, better character development. Mm-hmm. They actually kind of, go through each of the girls and give them a little bit more backstory, a little bit more,
character development.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, this one, so much better than a lot of the DC movies. Not as good as Wonder Woman, but not as bad as Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see Aquaman, so I don't know if it's better or worse than that one, but...
Aquaman was good. It wasn't as good as Wonder Woman, but it was still good.
Okay, so probably on the same level.
Yeah, I'd say about
Aquaman.
Maybe a little bit better than Birds of Prey, but still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, okay. Yeah, so fun movie overall. Obviously Margot Robbie kills it as Harley Quinn.
Oh, every time.
She seems to have so much fun with that character.
Oh yeah. You could tell. You could totally tell.
Yeah. And oh man, another thing about it that was so much better than Suicide Squad, it was rated R.
Yes.
So there's lots of swearing and gratuitous violence and all sorts of fun stuff. It's great.
It's again what Suicide Squad should have been.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, if only.
If only.
Hopefully they can remedy that with Suicide Squad 2.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But what would you rate the movie in?
Yeah, I'd give it... Critically, I'd give it probably a 3.5. Yeah. Personally, I'd go as high as 4.
Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed it. I'd see it again. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask was fantastic.
Oh, great.
Played
that character so well.
Probably one of my favorite new castings, other than Black Canary. I love Black Canary. But yeah, Ewan McGregor, fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 4. I mean, there are a few things that they could have done a little bit better, but I mean, it's an overall fun, entertaining, good movie. Yeah, so I'd give it a 4. Definitely a 4.
Nice. Yeah. That being said, let's talk about the beer before we get into like spoiler territory and talk about the story some more. This is Raging Bitch, obviously, pretty spot on homage to Harley Quinn herself. Even though she's not really raging, but you know, can definitely be a bitch.
Yeah.
But it's a Belgian IPA, which I don't think I've had a Belgian IPA before, but if I have, it probably wasn't as good as this, because this is pretty darn good. 8.3% alcohol. It's brewed by Flying Dog, who make a lot of really, really weird kind of different style beers and everything.
Really strong, weird beers.
Yeah, they tend to make pretty strong beers.
Yeah.
Like, this is an IPA and it's over 8%. Like, their doubles get into like the 12, 13%.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're still so good, though.
They do like Belgian ales and dark ales and stouts and all sorts of things. And the artwork on here, like, I don't know how well it shows up on the video, but the artwork is super trippy and surreal, and it's really cool. Colors are ridiculous, and details are just insane. So, yeah, pretty awesome artwork. The beer itself is definitely bitter. It's hoppy. I don't really
got a little bit more malty than it is.
Like, yeah, but I don't really get where they're going with the Belgian style. Oh wait, no, never mind. I totally get it. Yeah, it's got that kind of like Belgian. I always forget exactly what it is, but it's kind of like a wheat taste. To it. That you get from a lot of like Belgian, like the spiced sort of weedy flavors from it. But it's still rounded out with like a good aggressive hoppiness and like their bitterness just like lingering on the outsides of my tongue.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it's a pretty good beer. What do you think about it?
It's super smooth. It's very nice. Like flavor lasts throughout the entire palate, and it's a very well balanced, well flavored beer.
It's tasty.
Yes, it is a tasty beer.
It's
a tasty beverage. Yeah, but yeah, don't pour too fast.
Oh no, I'm trying to get this down. I don't want to waste any more beer.
Yeah, don't waste beer. It's sacrilege.
It's alcohol's abuse.
What would you rate the beer, man?
This is a good beer. I'm sure out of the bottle or out of a glass, I'm probably getting a little bit more nuance from it. But as it is, out of the old horn, yeah, give it a 4. Going double 4s today. 4 for the movie, 4 for the beer. I don't know what would really put it over the top. I'm not like a huge fan of Belgian style things. Like, I like them, but it's definitely not my go-to style of drink. You know, but the IPA part makes it really, really palatable and really drinkable for me. So
yeah,
I really like this beer. Plus the alcohol percentage is right there, right where
always
I like
enticing.
it.
Always.
Oh yeah. Anytime you get over 8 and you're still in single IPA territory, Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a beer. That's a beer that I will drink.
Yep.
If I like it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
What about you? As soon as you're done downing that.
Yes, I go with a 4. For Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress.
Yep, I saw that one coming.
Yep. I love her so much.
We talked about it with the Scott Pilgrim video. Matt loves Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I love her so much.
And, who can blame him?
And she plays one of my favorites, my favorite anti-heroes.
Oh my god. Alright, so, spoiler alert time.
Spoiler alert, yes.
Yeah, I want to talk about how every time she introduces herself, and she has to, I'm not the crossbow killer! My name is, and then she gets interrupted.
Exactly.
You don't even like.
So I'm
gonna
stop you right there, and I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Exactly. Like there's a lot of the comedic timing in this movie was just so spot on so many times.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it was just like everything was just great.
Yeah.
Like one thing after another, it was just wonderful. Like every time Ewan McGregor's character Black Mask was on there, and he was talking when he was first talking to Black Canary about all of his masks and everything.
Yeah. Oh man, all the weird art and statues and masks that he has. Oh.
Ooh, I don't know, I love it.
But then he's also super grossed out by weird things.
Yeah, the shrunken heads that he has. He's he goes into the process of it, how they do it, and he's like, ew, it's gross, but I love it. He just plays the characters so perfectly. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite part with him was not the first time you see him, but the second time you see him when he's freaking killing the 3 people in the family. Mm-hmm. And so basically he has this guy slicing off their faces.
Victor's eyes.
Yeah. And he's got them slicing off their faces. And then he gets to the daughter and he's all like, well, I'm gonna let you live. And then he's like, wait, is that a snot bubble? Gross! No, kill her too.
Everything was going good until that part, and he's like, "Ooh, no, it's gross. Kill her too." So many parts with Ewan's character was just perfect, just so good. He played that character wonderful.
Yeah, so well.
Yeah,
I mean, he was over the top, kind of silly, scary,
very unpredictable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he definitely had a lot of fun playing this character.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I noticed a couple times where his accent kind of slipped out.
Yeah, it did slip out a couple times,
yeah.
but I mean, he still played the character just perfectly.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
And I can't remember his name who played Victor Zsasz.
I don't know. He wasn't an actor I'm familiar with.
He's been in a few other movies. I just can't remember his name. But he played Victor Zsasz really well as well. A more toned down version of this character than from the comics. Just as psychotic, just not as loose cannon as he is in the comics.
Yeah. Plus, he was an underling in this, whereas in the comics he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't really take orders from anybody.
Yeah.
Unless it's to give him more kills.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is probably the whole reason why he was working with.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just So I mean, his character was great. Black Canary was great.
Black Canary.
Cassandra Cain.
Mm-hmm.
They're expanding the lore in this, and by putting all these characters in there, they're just adding more and more stuff that they can go off of. They can make another Birds of Prey movie. They can bring in the second Black Mask. They also can do another Harley Quinn movie. which could all, and since they introduced Cassandra Cain, they can introduce her later down the line as when she becomes, I think she becomes Batgirl at one point. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've read DC Comics. I'm a Marvel person mostly.
Right.
But yeah, and then like they can go more into like Huntress's character as well as putting more people who are in Birds of Prey, such as like Barbara Gordon and like other characters who were part of Birds of Prey. Where I think they should go with the Harley Quinn movie is they should introduce Poison Ivy and get her character fleshed out, as well as having them both become anti-heroes, which...
I was kind of hoping, like, because there's no after-credits scene for this movie. There's like a little,
There's a little audio clip, but it's
voiceover thing at the end of it, but it's not really worth staying through the movie for.
It's unnecessary.
Or through the credits for.
Stay for like the little snippet that's in the credits.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, don't stay there.
Yeah.
After that's done,
I would have really hoped for like an after-credits scene that was, introducing Poison Ivy.
I was hoping with even like something simple, like a vine coming through like cracks, moving on the street. Something that would have signified something, but
exactly.
But they didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But
they're also trying to like kind of distance themselves from the whole Marvel shtick now.
Yeah.
It's like get away from that after credits, thing that Marvel started doing.
They'll do the mid credits thing. Midway through the credits, they'll do
after like a cinematic.
But they don't do one after the credits, which are called stingers, by the way, because it's the end of the movie.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
But I also like how they it's kind of like I kind of like how they didn't do anything at the end, because that way they can leave it open and they can introduce characters as they see fit too. So which is also kind of nice.
That is true.
Yeah.
Probably one of the funniest parts of the movie had to have been when Black Mask dies. And they show it too, and it's fantastic. It's like
it's perfect.
He's got Cassandra, gun pointed to her head and everything, and Harley's talking to her, and then she's all like, "Sorry, I stole your ring." And she has a grenade pin, and like he's like, he falls back and then explodes into a bunch of chunks. And
halfway through, halfway down from hitting the water, it explodes into pieces.
It was so great.
It was fantastic.
Man, such a fitting end to such a gruesome character. To have one of the most gruesome deaths in the entire movie. Obviously, the freaking Canary Cry.
The Canary Cry, which I was hoping that would be in the movie, and I was not disappointed at all. It was just spectacular the whole time. Like I was waiting for it. I was like, "Come on, it's got to be in this movie. It's got to be in this movie."
Yeah. I mean, they definitely teased it when they first introduced Black Canary, when she does her high note during the song and like breaks glasses and stuff. And it's like, oh, she can do it. She can do it.
Exactly.
They're making it freaking metahuman.
Exactly. It was just like there was just so many parts of this. It was just so cool, and like, yeah, when she actually did the Canary Cry, it was just fantastic, and like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was great, and then Huntress's character, you know throughout the entire movie who this is, but they keep calling him the Crossbow Killer. And it's just hilarious every time. And then like all the fight scenes in this movie are just so well choreographed, and like I've been watching a lot of YouTube and like watching like fight scenes now. I notice things and. It's really irritating, but these were really well choreographed. Like, it was really well done. Plus, the scene in the evidence room.
That was so great.
Where they're shooting at her behind the pile of cocaine. Yeah. And all of a sudden she's just like... It's just fantastic.
So good.
Fantastic.
So good. Like, when was the last superhero movie you saw where your protagonist just snorted cocaine out of the air? Like, that was fantastic.
Right?
That's something you'd expect out of a freaking, like, Tarantino movie or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Well, if the Marvel probably won't do this, but there was a Marvel villain that every time he got high off of cocaine, he would become superhuman, essentially. So he would constantly be snorting cocaine.
That's what people on cocaine feel like. Is they feel like they're superhuman.
Exactly. So
This guy just actually doesn't.
Yeah.
But,
I think his name was White Snow.
Oh God.
Something like that. Something like that.
I think the only way they do that is if they
like
put him in a Deadpool movie.
He was taken out of Marvel's. He was killed off in Marvel's. Marvel's timeline a long time ago.
Oh,
like back in the 80s.
I bet. But yeah, and the movie, obviously we didn't give it a 5 out of 5 because it's not a 5 out of 5 movie.
No,
it's not without its flaws. You know,
oh, yeah.
A lot of plot holes.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it's probably due to the fact that they were trying to distance themselves away from the DCEU kind of as a whole, where it was more like they kind of just want to sweep Suicide Squad under the rug.
But at the same time, they still there's a poster of Captain Boomerang in the police station. She's like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, but then there's stuff like Harley obviously just broke out of prison.
Yeah,
why is she still in Gotham?
Yeah, exactly.
And literally just walking around like nobody's business, you know, as if she wouldn't be a wanted criminal right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then obviously we don't see the Joker; we just get a lot of Joker references.
Thank God, by the way.
Yeah,
a terrible Joker.
Oh, man, they really kind of screwed the
pooch
on
that.
Yep. Dude, there's no Batman, but there is a Bruce, her pet hyena named Bruce.
After that cute guy Wayne.
So that was pretty hilarious.
Yep.
I was so sad when I thought Bruce died. When
I know,
when the apartment
dude.
blew up.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Bruce.
Yeah.
But then he shows up at the end of the movie, and you're just like, yes, hyena friend.
Also, since I love food. Food is my one of my top priorities. But in the beginning of the movie, she's talking about an egg sandwich.
It's just Harley Quinn's favorite food.
It's just showing the dude make the egg sandwich, and it looks so good. You've never wanted to have an egg sandwich more in your life.
Oh yeah, and it's just over easy eggs,
two strips of bacon, 2 pieces of cheese on toast.
Yep, on toast, and it looks so good.
It does. It looks wonderful, and you're like, why? I don't even like over easy eggs.
Yeah, right. But I'll be damned if I
ain't gonna eat that.
I do like over easy eggs, mostly because you can sop up the rest of it with some more bread. So good.
I've become a little more accustomed into liking over easy eggs because I get them on my burger sometimes. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta love it on a burger.
Oh yeah, I really do.
I really love it on breakfast sandwiches too. Oh man. Anyways, we're talking about food too much. We just ate, and now we're talking about these sandwiches, and I'm like, dude, kind of want to go back.
Kind of want to make an egg sandwich. Yeah. But anyway, that pretty much wraps it up.
Birds of Prey, fun movie. Kind of
definitely a go see.
Definitely setting things right with the whole DC Comics universe.
Definitely turning a corner for other movies outside of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah. We do have the second Wonder Woman coming out pretty soon.
That comes out in May?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
I'm not
maybe.
exactly sure. But
Comes out
yeah.
this year. And we'll bet your ass we're going to go see that.
Oh, hell yeah. We're definitely doing a video on that one.
Yep. It's definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah. Next week, we'll be doing our first Netflix movie, which will be the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, we're also going to put out another video before this, too.
yeah, we have our Sonic
Sonic
to put out.
Sonic.
So, yeah. So, look out for Sonic coming in the next week or so,
Yep.
and then
Mewtwo
Strikes Back a little bit over a week or so. Because we're going to watch it, and we're probably, I don't know, we'll see if we end up filming that day or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know,
Well, whatever happens.
It's us. We're not really prompt all the time.
We're trying really hard to get better, but
We really are.
it's difficult.
We really are. We have lives and jobs and habits.
Beer.
Beer. We were supposed to shoot yesterday, but I was way too wasted.
Yeah, that was not going to happen.
Yeah, no way.
And I can't do this by myself. It's just not as fun.
No, yeah, I mean, come on. What solo YouTubers do you watch that are nearly as fun as us?
Exactly.
Ha! 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 Scuff. Anyways,
That about wraps it up.
here's to you.
Here's to me.
Friends for life we shall always be.
But if by chance we disagree,
Screw you.
here's to me. Cheers.